convince women that family is a cage and working for a corporate job is empowerment. Tell me this, why do so many women hit 30, are alone, exhausted, and wondering why they feel so empty? It's because you can't outsmart God's design. No promotion will ever replace a husband that loves you and children who adore you. So no, I'm not anti-woman, I'm pro-woman, and pro-woman enough to tell you the truth. Real freedom isn't in a cubicle or a nurse's station, it's in building a legacy. So go forth and multiply.
She's right. Oh, man. And she's young, right? So it gives you hope to see she's young and she gets it, right? Oftentimes people don't really get it until they're, myself included. Like I went through the system. It's not easy. She gets it. And it's really interesting how women will say, if you say to a woman, like, I want a wife that's submissive, deep offense, right? From a lot of like modern women, deeply like, what do you mean? What does that mean? You want me to just sit around and do what you tell me to do? And then it's like next day at work and you're like getting coffee for the boss and you're doing everything he says. He's got a long list of things. You're sitting under the blue lights and you're just, you know, kind of a slave. So it's like amazing to me that if your husband would want you to like want to be head of household and just want you to, it's just strange that you would go embrace that very submissive nature with like a strange guy who doesn't give a lick about you, who's oftentimes, you know, a jerk, right? Your boss is not always nice and who's got a list of chores that are unpleasant, right? It's not like, oh, I want you to be submissive, but I love you and you're the most amazing wife ever and I love our children and that really means that I'm the head of household and, you know, but you're right. You got to really wonder what women think they're getting when they opt for freedom that's not really freedom. So interesting that she brings that up. And she's right that, you know, what is happening to women when they hit 30? I remember hitting, again, I was not ambitious by nature. I should have followed my gut. I was in New York City and I had this in my head, like I'm supposed to have this career and I'm supposed to be able to pay my bills and all the supposed to's that you come into this world with in those places. And I remember being like 34 and feeling burnt out. I had been to like school and then graduate school and then worked and like I was always like working and making money and trying to, and I was like, I am 34 years old and I'm wrecked. I am so tired and so done. I was burnt out. Like my cortisol was literally burnt out. My hormone, like everything felt so, ugh. And it was at that point that I realized, you know, I don't want all of this. And I really like just said, okay, I'm done. Like, I'm done trying to climb. And things did come in my lap. And I remember like when the view came in my lap being like, I don't know if I want to do this. Like I was really like, I don't know. But I had a chill enough attitude about it that at that point I said, if it's meant to be, it'll be. And if it's not, and if it causes me stress, I'm done. And it was sad because my 20s, I could have just had a different decade. Right. And that's why I'm saying this to women, not because I made no mistakes and not because I'm perfect. But because I did stuff that I'd be like, don't do that. Like why are you like tanking your battery for some boss? Why are you really fulfilled at the end of the day? I don't know a single woman. I'm not kidding. I don't know a single woman who opted out of family and opted out of children and has a career and is fulfilled. They're all a mess. They're like, it's almost like they're like a frayed wire that's like, you know, whether the spark is coming out and they're just like they all have that energy of just like dissatisfaction and not fulfilled and stressed and burnout. It's like active burnout. So what she's saying to women is really important because she's saying feminism, you did women dirty. And it's important for a young woman to be able to express that because it ricochets out to other young women. So good on her.